I came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Mid beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted number 1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Rams have got it back.
To put it mildly, that is not the way. Anyone wants to start off a game, you fumble on your first offensive snap, but now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense, and how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Looking to throw. Lawrence. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. In last week's game for Kittle, there are the numbers. 7 catches, 82 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. That one complete to Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. And
a big loss here as he's taken down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. On 4th down, Lawrence. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15, and he feels like he can get it done.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all you needed to do.
No running room for Zeke on 1st down, as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their... Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first down, Lawrence completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That's a gain of 13, first down, Rams. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's Hill, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Who
are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Murray. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that's caught by Smith. Touchdown, 49ers. Tre'Quan Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
The numbers for Travis Kelce last week. 5 catches, 65 yards. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Murray now to throw, and it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. They complete it to Hill. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, and puts them in that position.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running with Elliott. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? the better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Lawrence. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On the return is Cohen. Touchdown, LA! He goes 67 yards on the punt return as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, a pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. The open man is Smith. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Traquan Smith, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, L.A. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Murray going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. To try again after the sack, Murray, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Johnson. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Here comes Cohen.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Now, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
Back to throw. Lawrence. That one complete to Hill. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, Charles, thanks very much. Welcome in, everybody, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's take a look at what we've got on tap as we wrap up the first quarter of the NFL season. As far as the early games go in that 1 o'clock window, we'll be focused on that game.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 8. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the gun on third down, Lawrence gets this one to Hill. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Off play action, Lawrence. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, Lawrence. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. In for the score. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it an onside kick. Situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And going deep for Hill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Murray with a 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Man, there's a lot to think about when you're playing quarterback, isn't there? I mean, this is 3rd and long. So your chances of completing a pass for a 1st down are slim to begin with. And then when you put it into some traffic, you're really wreaking havoc with your options, aren't you? Maybe you just got to heave it into the, throw it up in the stands and make sure no one can catch it.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. A 1st down carry by Elliott. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. If they got you the football, gave you a great opportunity, you got to cash in and get some points.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Back onto the field comes this offense led by George Kittle. And a bounce back here for him after a slow start. And sometimes that's how it goes with tight ends. Those catches in their games, they can go in waves at that position.
And you get so locked into stopping them that you think, okay, hey, look at that. We've held him down. And the best ones, you really don't hold down for an entire game. They're going to get their catches. Your job is to keep them from being big-time catches that break you down totally.
23 yards, the final tally. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th.
Hey, Charlie. Everyone got 4 down.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And no, it's incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Play action. Now it's Murray. And now he's going to use his legs. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray, and this is caught by Watkins. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Murray. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Trey Burton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. They go to Elliott again. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The Rams on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 5. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Murray now on 1st down. Steps away. He's going to take Murray fighting. Lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession. So they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All day, every day.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. To throw is Murray. And this one complete to Smith. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1st down, Murray rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. 2nd and 1. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. That one completes. Elliott. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Back to throw. Lawrence. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
Defense.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Flush to his right. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out. To the 25-yard line. So now the Niners down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They need 2 touchdowns and at least 1 two-point conversion mixed in there as well. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Check 31, check 31. Hey, wahoo! Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here you go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Go. Move, move.
On fourth down, Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing on second and long. Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Continuing to fight for more. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like
under pressure. They got him again. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Murray fighting, lost the football. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. Lawrence. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Ready? Hey, exit. Shoot.
On first down, Lawrence. High throw, but he makes the catch. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, team 6. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber, back.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. Throwing again, Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm going to hit you all.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Rams, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.